sense, it is the situation is similar. When Hazrat Masih Maud salam claimed to be the appointed reformer by Allah, the one which was being awaited for many, many centuries, at that time, the only two sons which he had, who belonged to him, refused to believe in him. They did not accept him. They did not get initiated. One was Mirza Fazl Ahmad and the other was Mirza Sultan Ahmad. And he was almost issueless, in that sense that he had no male issue belonging to him. So Allah promised him that although people are laughing at him and say that your own sons have denied you, what can you think of? Or how can you think of a great future? He claimed ultimately that Allah has promised me a progeny which will be all blessed by Allah, and one of them would rise to great heights. When he made this prophecy, exactly the opposite prophecy was made by Lekram. And then the fight began of who is going to be up there. Lekram said, and he published a book in response to the prophecy of Masih Maud salam, that you say you will be born, your God will give you a great progeny who will live long and will become victorious, and the dark ages would be changed by their blessing, by the blessing Allah would show to them into light and this and that. But my Lord has told me that it was not God who was speaking to Mirza. It was the Satan himself who was addressing Mirza. He used these words in Hazrat Mirza Sahib. And as you know, all the words that Satan has spoken to you were false and they will never be fulfilled. So quite contrarily, my Lord, who is the real God of the world, has told me that in the first place, he will have no progeny, no issue at all. If he has an issue, it would be as insignificant as a rat and would not live long enough to reach maturity, would die in early childhood. He says, हद से हद 3 साल जिंदा रहेगा. Now, Hazrat Masih Maud had prophesied for him to die, and it took that prophecy 6 years to be fulfilled. Now, here lies the secret why it took so long. He lived long enough to see his prophecy frustrated. The son was born, and the 3 years passed, and another 3 years passed when he was ultimately destroyed, and he died an issueless person. Lekram did not leave a male issue at all. So that is what is meant by Inna Shaniya Kohal Abtar in particular. But in generality, in its permanent applications, it's an unlimited phenomenon which can continue to be fulfilled in many ways. Have all the questions been answered? One is left for answer.
Very sweet, sir. Thank you very much.
After Fazl Sahib.
Sir, in the VCR at Karachi, dated 9/2/84, a Maulvi put a question that when Mehdi would come, there would be all peace and concord in the world. But after the coming of Hazrat Masih Maud, he of course said, Mirza Sahab, the 2 world wars took place. You have started explaining, but this Maulvi became too argumentative, and we were denied the fuller exposition, sir. I would request for that, sir.
But that has been answered everywhere, I suppose. And did you finish listening to this that okay?
I finished that, sir. But after that you rose, sir. He went on.
I understand. That was after the prayer time had begun.
Yes.
And that Maulvi wanted to say, to ask a question, and I told him there is no time. Why have you been sitting all the time quietly?
No, sir, that was not. He went on arguing wrongly and
I know, but what I am telling you, this is the background.
Yes.
So when he insisted, I permitted him to argue his case.
Yes.
And dealt with him shortly because it was already late and everybody wanted to say the prayer and finish with it.
Yes.
So that is the incident.
Yes.
So the question, would you now fill the place of the Maulvi for the time being?
No, sir.
And insist on asking this question?
No, sir.
No, go ahead and do it.
No, that's what we wanted, fuller exposition, sir.
Yes, please. Again, the question.
That
very unfortunate. That had to be done by somebody.
yes, sir. He had put the question that it was prophesied that when Mahdi would come, there would be peace and concord for the Muslims, whatever may be the method used. But after the coming of Hazrat Mirza Sahab, this peace didn't dawn. We had two big wars, and the Muslims are still in this wretched condition. Yes. Yes.
The answer to this question has two different approaches. I'll answer this from two different angles. Number one, that when a prophecy is made and the time duration is not mentioned in so many words, sometimes people become very hasty and want things to happen in their own lifetime. While that prophecy sometimes applies to many, many generations, and ultimately it is fulfilled sometimes after 1,000 or 2,000 years. So the first thing to be remembered is this, that if you look at the prophecies of the Holy Quran, which were revealed with regards to Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam himself, and he was positively promised a victory, it is prudent to start from there and observe the phenomena, because that phenomena would throw light. First of all, we must examine that prophecy, whether it has been fulfilled in total or partially, and what happened to that prophecy. Now I mentioned particularly a prophecy of the Holy Quran relating to Huzur Akram Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, which says, "Huwallazi arsala rasulahu bil huda wa dinil haqqi liyuzhirahu ala dini kullihi." It is He, the Lord of the universe, who sent this Prophet Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, so that his religion is made victorious over the entire religions of the world. Now that prophecy took place 1400 years ago, and in every 100 years, 1 or 2 or 3 generations passed away. So that means about 40 odd generations have passed away since. And still that prophecy is to be fulfilled. If you look at the number of Muslims as compared to the number of non-Muslims, in totality the difference is far too big. But even country-wise, even in India, we are still a small minority. Against Hindus, we are a minority. Against Buddhists, we are a minority. Against Confuciuses, we are a minority, the followers of Confucius. And against atheists, the communists, we are a minority. Against Christianity, we are Christians, we are a minority. And 1400 years have passed since. So if a non-Muslim asks this question, what would be the answer? The only answer which a Muslim can find is this, that an ultimate fate has been described, and the